Oh, hi everyone, I'm Jillyfish, and let us get into this week's Old School RuneScape weekly recap. You may not know, but I'm a guideless gamer. I play Old School RuneScape without looking anything up and without using any external guides, so I'm especially excited about this new piece of content. It's meant to help account progression in a really big way to improve mid-game and retain player interest. Let me introduce you to the Activity Advisor. The Activity Advisor is a tool available in-game which will help to surface relevant and useful activities and unlocks based on players' progress. It will automatically take into account a player's skill level, quest status, recent activity, and other essential stats to display suitable recommendations. The Activity Advisor will present you with available content that you meet skill and quest requirements for, and target content that you're close to meeting requirements for, so you can target pin those remaining requirements. The Activity Advisor will premiere with a questing section, which is awesome because as a guideless gamer, I completed my quest cape first before I started on anything else. In the quest section, you'll also see available content and target content. And what's really great is that the recommended quest section will prioritize quests that give players access to important account progression type content like fairy ring teleports. I personally also like that the Activity Advisor is showing what certain quests might unlock, so it gives you something to look forward to if you choose to start that quest. For now, the Activity Advisor is only available to select accounts as part of an A/B testing period, and if you're part of that, you'll see this pop up on your next first-time login. Provided this goes well, we'll use player feedback to make changes before it becomes available to all accounts. The Activity Advisor is intended to be a tool to encourage and improve account progression, but it's not like a quest guide, okay? Recommended activities are based on a number of factors and not just fast XP or quick account progression. It's ultimately intended to complement the wiki and not replace it. In the future, we could also see sections for skills, utilities, and miscellaneous to include skilling, better transportation, and clues or minigames. Provided all goes well and with feedback in consideration, this feature may become available to all accounts in the future. Up next, we have some PvP arena feedback changes. Players can now click Configure on the rune pouch to select the types of runes taken in. This will take into account any items that provide runes, such as the Tome of Fire when showing which spells can be active. The BOFA has been removed from the loadout chest because players have raised concerns about its power being disproportionate to other offerings like the Zerite crossbow. Jagex will be keeping an eye on this change and would be happy to revert it if needed, but they hope that this is a little bit more balanced. There's also a new button to allow you to copy the loadout of your opponent in unranked duels. The ELO system was disproportionately affecting players with larger rank gaps, so the way that rank points scale in uneven fights has been adjusted, as seen here. The Imbue scroll from the PvP arena also went on sale. The cost has been reduced from 500 reward points to 200, so players can obtain more of them for use on the go. And don't worry, if you bought a scroll before this change, your extra reward points will be refunded. Jagex has released a new fan content policy to help the creative community clearly understand what is permitted and in what circumstances you may need to reach out for additional permissions. The policy covers videos, music, fan art, fan fiction, printed materials, products, game development, and third-party clients. If you're a creator, you're going to want to access the fan content policy in full. And then here are some additional updates. The most valuable player is now broadcast at the end of each next fight. The color of the Theater of Blood Master clue sliding puzzle background is now easier to differentiate from the sliding pieces. The seed box now lists its content in chat when checked, even if the interface doesn't remain open. And if it is open, the list will appear when closing the interface, thus giving the most up-to-date status of the seed box. The message is filtered as spam. There is now a left-click cook option on the fancy range of a player-owned house. This becomes a right-click option if there's a kettle on the stove, because tea always comes first. A nice cup of tea. And also, Lanthus no longer appears on the Deadman world, as he sometimes got in the way of fights in his lobby. Lastly, the PvP rota has moved to Period A, as seen here. And World 390 for LMS Competitive has been activated with this rota. I appreciate you all and hope you're excited for this round of updates. This is where you can find my editor Max and me. Make sure to keep posted on the Old School RuneScape YouTube channel for the recap next week. That's it from me. Live, laugh, love, and play Old School RuneScape.